Take a look at this dancer. Which direction is she spinning? Left? Right? Maybe she's doing backflips. Probably not, actually. Now, look at this one. Carefully. Did you see it? Did you notice that the person in the background disappeared? Your brain isn't trying to deceive you. It's trying to make sense of an incredibly complex world. And sometimes it gets it wrong. So, today, we're going to find out exactly how. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's begin with something you probably think you can trust. Your eyes. Take a quick look at these two shapes. Which one is longer? Go on, have a guess. Got your answer? Interestingly, the right one is way longer. I know, right? Okay, now seriously, take a look at these two. Which one appears shorter? I'll give you a second. Well, they are actually the same length. Seeing is believing, right? Not exactly. Your eyes don't see the world in the way which you might think. So how exactly do we perceive our world then? Light enters through your eyes, gets converted into electrical signals, and those signals are what gets passed on to your brain. But your brain doesn't process these signals like a video camera would. It first has to interpret them in the best way it can. This is what makes optical illusions pretty interesting. Take a look around you. Your brain is using all the information available to it in real time to figure out what it's looking at. Things like color, shadows, depth, angle of perspective, all of these play a part. Your brain is essentially making its best guess of what's in front of you. And to its credit, most of the time this works out incredibly well. But sometimes the surrounding context of an object can cause your brain to make a wrong prediction without you knowing. Let's try another one. Look at these two squares. Which one is darker, A or B? Most will probably say B, but they're actually the same shade. So what happened here? Your brain sees the one square sitting in a shadow, so it automatically takes that into account. It essentially thinks, if this object is in a shadow, it must be lighter than it actually is. And because your brain is so good at recognizing context, it perceives the two squares as completely different shades. See, we don't actually see the raw footage of what's in front of us, which can sometimes lead us astray. So, the next time you look around a room, remember this. You aren't seeing things exactly as is. What you see is your brain's best interpretive dance of reality. And the most unsettling part, you can't step outside of your brain for a second to double check whether it's correct. So the next time something looks completely obvious, look twice. Alright, we've established that seeing isn't always believing. But what if I said you can look directly at something and still miss a change? Well, let's see for ourselves. Take a good look at this image and try to remember everything that you can. Got it? Now, look at this one. Do you notice anything different? Probably not. Okay, let's make it a little easier. Still can't see it? Don't worry, take another look. There it is. This is called change blindness. It's exactly what it sounds like, failing to notice a change in something you're looking directly at. And it's very real. It gets even weirder. You may assume that if you're looking at something, your brain is recording every detail, like a creep wearing meta glasses, but it isn't. Your brain is receiving enormous amounts of information every second. Colors, shapes, sounds, movements, objects and faces, you get my point. It simply cannot process every single detail. That would be like trying to play Cyberpunk on your mom's 10-year-old Lenovo. It simply isn't built for it. So instead, your brain opts to focus on what it deems to be important, which means that some changes can slip right past you. Let's make this even harder. Watch this carefully. Now, did you notice that the man in the video changed? If you did, gold star for you. If you didn't, you just experienced change blindness. It happens to the best of us. So, why does this happen? Your brain isn't simply asking, what am I looking at? It also asks, what is worth my attention? What is worth my resources? And when your attention is focused elsewhere, a change can happen right in front of you, without even being a part of your conscious awareness. And just to add one more point to really drive it home, during this section, I've periodically replaced parts of the background. Did you notice them? Well, probably not. And that's actually a good thing. Your brain ignoring irrelevant details is one of the main reasons you're able to function normally, without becoming overwhelmed by everything around you. But there is a strange consequence. You can look directly at something and still not really notice it. So the next time you are absolutely certain you'd notice if something changed, remember this. You might be looking directly at it and still miss it. At this point, we've hopefully cemented that our perception can sometimes fool us. But there's more. What if I told you that your brain can actually remember something that never really happened? Not convinced? Let's test it. I'm going to show you a list of words. Don't write anything down, just try to remember as many as you can. Okay, which word do you remember seeing? I'll give you a second. If you said sleep, you just created a false memory. Sleep wasn't on the list. This might sound like your brain is making a simple mistake, but it's actually doing something much more complicated. See, your memory isn't like a video recording that gets replayed whenever you need it. Every time you remember something, your brain actively reconstructs it. It takes little pieces of information, what happened, what you already know, and what you expected to happen, and puts it all together. And sometimes, those pieces don't quite fit. In this example, all the words were strongly connected to sleep, so your brain picked up on the overall theme. Bed, pillow, nap, dream. And because sleep fits so naturally with all of them, your brain can sometimes add it to memory automatically, even though you never actually saw it. And here's where things get real interesting. False memories don't have to come from a word list. They most often happen in everyday life. You might confidently remember a conversation that happened differently, remember seeing something that wasn't actually there, or remember an event that didn't actually happen at all. And the really strange part? A false memory will never really feel false. It can feel as real as a genuine memory. So if you ever become completely certain that you remember something, only for someone else to tell you that never happened, maybe they weren't the one who forgot. Maybe your brain filled in the blanks. And that's probably the strangest thing that we've covered so far. You can't always trust what you see. You can't always trust what you notice. And sometimes you can't even completely trust what you remember. Alright, on a lighter note, thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to mash the subscribe button if you still remember where it is. A like would definitely come in handy too. And hit that bell to keep up to date with any psychology videos I post. Alright, that's all from me. I'll see you in the next one.